Alright guys, hi and welcome again to the channel. We have a new update for our skeleton necromancer. So I'll go into the skill tree first. So right now we are at 37 warriors and mages and 38 mastery. Then we have a 2.4 second cooldown blood warp, which is pretty cool. Works really good when you're going farming and to reposition your skeletons and such. 1 point into Desecrate still to generate corpses again. Then we have 10 points into Curse Mastery, and again like some into Amp and some into Lower Rest to just split it up a little bit and distribute the damage a little bit. So that's about the skill tree. For our character sheet, we have, we are in a Nightmare game. Let me just quickly switch that to go for a Hell game. Alright, so we have capped fire res, capped or 70% lightning res, 63% cold res. I should probably work on getting those up a little bit, but probably gonna do that with some grand charm that gives all res or something when I find one. Or yeah, later on maybe a torch, right? Because that's obviously a really good thing to have, like a Hellfire torch, but that's probably still like pretty expensive at this time in the league, so or in the season. So that's not gonna be a solution for a while, I think. But yeah, enough strength to wear gear, rest and vitality. I don't even need 105 strength. I only need 95 for our elders here. But yeah, I just wanted to be more flexible because right without the grave palms I have exactly 95. And I just recently got them, so that's why I have like a little bit more strength than I need, right? Really, and the rest goes into vitality. I'll talk about that later on because I'm probably gonna respec the stats a bit to go max block. I'll just talk about that just in a second. So going over the gear, a lot of things have changed. Wait, let me just quickly swap the cam. So we got a Arm of King Lyric, which is a pretty good roll. We have the 2 summoning skills, only 2 to warriors, sorry. The poison and bone skills doesn't matter for us. Ray Skeleton Mage is always level 2, so it's pretty decent. A better one would be if like warrior was 3 and mastery was 2, because warrior scaling helps us a lot more than mastery scaling. So keep that in mind. It would be better to get the warriors higher. But for my case, I got this for like a pull rune or something. Someone offered it to me on Discord. So yeah, I gladly take that for a pull, right? So that's our wand, and that's probably what I'm sticking with for a long time. Probably not gonna reinvest. Maybe at some point going for like this perfect Arm of Caleric, except for the poison and bone skills that we don't need really. But yeah, probably doing that. Jaco is still the same. Trank's armor is still the same. I should probably get some socket into this at some point and go for like some more magic find, or even fix the resistances with an rune or something in the chest. That's also a possibility, but yeah, that's about it. Amulet is still the same, +3 summoning skills. Physical damage taken reduced is really good also. The cast rate doesn't matter, but yeah, so that's like a nice amulet for us. Then we changed our shield, which is probably one of the biggest changes we did. So before we had the ward, where the ward had, I think, 59% to all resistances. And we got a homunculus, which is a really good shield because it gives us +2 to levels, +51 to all rest with the diamond socketed. So that's like almost as good as the ward, and we get the 2 free skills, so to say. That's like a amazing shield, and it even enables us to go block, which I can talk about now. So when I respec, basically the skill tree I will leave pretty much the same. Maybe redistribute some points to like, but I like the blood warp like it is. So I think I spec it the same way again. And then we are going to go for like enough strength to wear gear, and then enough dex to get our chance to block here to I think it's 75 or 65. Wait, no, I have to look it up. Max block D2. Max is 75. Okay. So we want to get basically we put points into dexterity as long as chance to block is below 75, and when it hits 75, the rest goes into vitality then. And what this does is it saves you from attacks basically. So if any monster attacks you, you have a chance to block them, and this is gonna be 75%, which is really high, right? So we don't take damage then when we block. We have a block animation, and some teleporting with Blood Warp will be less smooth than now, but it's still pretty good, I think. And it should help a lot with survivability in maps and stuff, which I'm gonna go to farm like in the near future, I think. I already did some maps and they went pretty well, but yeah, I want to get some upgrades and then maps feel even smoother. So that's about it with the respec. And yeah, Homunculus is nice. What you can go for too is a full trank set. That's obviously also like really good. It is tanky, it gives you the skill points. It's also really good. But what another alternative that is not to overlook here in PD2 is to craft your own Necro shield, right? So what you can do here is you get a perfect emerald, a Neph rune, and a jewel, like that. Some random jewel, basically. And you put a magic Necro head with that in the cube, and cube it, and then you get like a safety shield, basically, which means that you get physical damage reduction on there, which is like an amazing stat for PD2, because so much in PD2 deals physical damage and makes you really way more tanky. And you can hit like resistances, you can hit +2 levels of Necro skills, for example, and you can basically make yourself a homunculus, kind of a homunculus. Probably can't go all the way to over 30% all res. I'm not sure what the cap is on the rare ones, but you can get probably like something with around 20 to 25% all res, 2 Necro skills, and then even go for like the safety thing with the physical damage reduction, which would probably in the end be better, but probably worse for block. So with such a shield, you probably would want to go like strength, to wear gear, and then full vitality. But yeah, so I went with the homunculus and will respec pretty soon. I think the crafting for me isn't too attractive because I would need to hit like 2 to skills and a good res roll and a good PD physical damage reduction roll, PDR roll, to even justify like switching off homunculus, I think, with max block. So boots still Aldous because of the fire res, good run walk, good life, pretty decent solid boots, right? Then really shitty belt. I'm gonna go switch that up in like a bit, maybe even go for a Arachnid Smash, but I'm not sure if that's not too pricey for myself. I'll see like what I can get here. I'm not sure. Maybe some tanky option, something that reduces fist damage, like a Verdungos or like a String of Ears. We'll see. One ring, a little bit faster cast rate, a little bit lightning res. I needed the lightning res basically. That's why I went for those rings. They don't do much for me. In addition to that, like this one gives me a little bit of mana. It's a pretty shitty ring, to be honest. This one gives a little bit of life, a little bit of mana. The faster cast rate, like I said, helps you summon your skellies a little bit faster, but my breakpoints are at 30. Like I'm at a 30 breakpoint, and I think I would even have that, yeah, with only the wand and the amulet. So yeah, this fast cast rate doesn't do anything for me, right? Because like the faster cast rate breakpoint over here, like it doesn't change if I take it off even. So other ring, like I showed right now, then Grave Palm. This I dropped pretty lucky, to be honest. And yeah, fits perfectly with the build. I don't really need anything on my glove. I could use some resistances, right, to cap a little bit easier, but yeah, so maybe Chance Guards for some MF or something, but I'm gonna go with the Grave Palm for now. +1 summoning skills, buffs all of minions. Very good. Right? And that's about the gear I'm wearing. For the charms, I still have like this one. I don't really need that life grand charm here. Then we have like some resistance small charms, some MF small charms. This one's really nice. 10 fire res, 4 MF. Here like poison res, 5 MF is also nice. Poison res isn't too important though. 7 MF. That's like pretty nice charms, right? Then we have some random resist charms that could be replaced by a lot better ones actually. And then we have 3 skillers, which is pretty cool to buff our levels of skeletons. And we have a Geats. I think I had that one last time already, but I'm not sure. So this is our basic setup. And now for the Mercenary, I'm gonna switch cams again real quick. For the Mercenary, we have Tal Mask. We are running Act 5, right? This Barbarian dude that gives our Skeleton's Might aura. We're running Tal Mask for the lifesteal. We're running Dark Glow, which I found, which buffs up the max resistances, so it makes him more tanky. It's like a nice bonus, but you don't really need that. And we have a Blade Buckle. Probably String of Ears would be better because it gives more physical damage reduction, but this Blade Buckle is a really good budget alternative, basically. Hairhaunch for some resistances, some strength, it's nice. Then we have Saigons, which doesn't really do anything except giving him the strength he needs to wear the Windhammer. Yeah, and we have a Windhammer that's corrupted for more crushing blow. Yeah, you don't really need much on your Mercenary, right? You want to get some source of life leech to keep him alive, and probably want to look for maxing out his resistances, at least 75, right, with gear. And then like giving the best weapon that you get, and you'll be fine, right? So that's about it. For the future plans, we are gonna go probably switching into an Act 1 Mercenary when I get the money to do so. The Act 1 Mercenary here, we want to hire a Fire one, because he gives the Vigor aura, which makes all the party members move faster. But I would highly recommend only doing that when you have the necessary gear to have enough damage, basically. But when you have enough damage, you want to equip it with a Faith Bow, which is really expensive. It's a rune word that gives Fanaticism aura. And then this Mercenary probably outperforms the Act 5 Mercenary just for clear speed itself. Because like the skeletons move so much faster and get to the enemies so much quicker that it's like really beneficial. Although you can equip a beast weapon for on your Mercenary, which gives Fanaticism 2, and then damage-wise the skeletons will be higher than with the Act 1 Mercenary. But as I said, they will be slower in all because like they can't move as fast. And what high end really will be then is to equip a Templar's Might on our Act 1 Mercenary, which I happen to get here. That I didn't drop it, I bought it, but yeah, it was kind of cheap because it was only a level 4 Might aura. You can go, like, the higher you go, the more damage you'll do in the end. But the problem with that is that it requires 232 strength, and I think a level 90, around level 90 Act 1 Mercenary has like 140 to 50 strength. So you need to get this requirement down by using either a Hell Rune or like a jewel that reduces a requirement for like stats. And then you still need to like equip a lot of strength gear basically. So what we would probably equip then is an Endariel's Visage, then Endariel's Visage, then the Nosferatu's Coil would be nice. All this gives strength. Then Dracul's Grasp gives strength, right? Those are like standard mercenary items. That's why they go pretty expensive right now. But yeah, so that's about the plans for upgrading like the mercenary then. Alright, so right now, as I said, I'm at 37 warrior, and I want to show you guys a quick chaos run to like show off how it performs in chaos right now, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna farm like some chaos, still some pits, probably some travinkle, and then go probably into maps more and more. Let's teleport over to the Chaos Sanctuary. And you see, the Mercenary sometimes needs a little bit of time to activate his Might Aura. And like, while it's not active yet, our skeletons deal a lot less damage. Got stuck here. But he probably should activate it pretty soon. And always like remember to reposition the summons again. That's like key to this playstyle basically, because like when you can reposition them well, then your clear speed goes up, right? And with the 2-second blood warp cooldown, it's like, or 2.4 seconds right now, it's like really smooth, I find. And this obviously gets better the more skills you have and such, because all the +2 summoning skills also affect your blood warp. So that's nice, you get basically like free cooldown reduction on your blood warp by even increasing your skeleton's damage, right? Right, so that looks pretty nice, right? We clear relatively fast. They die probably in 2 to 3 hits, the monsters here. Let's see this. Or, like, we need to see a melee hit. Yeah, it's probably... This one has stone skin and he even gets shredded, so that's pretty good. Yep. Once skeletons attack, they deal a lot of damage. And to note, Fanaticism is the only aura, or the only way even, in the game to make your summons attack faster. Which makes it really valuable, right? Because sometimes your skeletons swing and the monster moves out of range and then the hit doesn't get through. So by increasing the attack rate, this gets mitigated a little bit. It will still happen, right? But it's gonna be a lot better than before. That's why Fanaticism is such a good aura for skeletons. So the skeletons have always like a 50 frame timer in between attacks. So it doesn't scale as well with attack speed. This you can't reduce. But the frames that the swing takes, that one will... Oh, I teleported over without activating the shield. I wanted to click it. The swing, like the swing itself, you can reduce the time it takes basically, and that's what we are going for. And I think it even works for the mages. Don't quote me on that, but I think I read something where they said like even the mage basically cast speed then will be like increased by Fanaticism. But I'm not quite sure about that. Because still, like, they cast, right? I'm not sure how the game will handle it in that sense. But the main damage that we do is coming from our skeleton warriors anyways. They deal a lot more damage. And always pick the amulets up, right? Get some possible +3 amulets or something. And later on you might want to even corrupt like +3 amulets to go for like this +4 dream amulet basically. Okay, unravel ahead I'll take, and 2 HP pots, good. Now we're going for Diablo. So what was the time? It was pretty fast, right? So around like 4 to 5 minutes, I think. That's pretty decent, I think. That's really good. So curse Diablo and then go in for the kill basically, and probably try to keep the Mercenary alive. It's sometimes a little bit dangerous and a little bit difficult. Okay, we got him. Death Hatchet. Okay, that's about it. So guys, that's the update for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and leave a like, comment any questions that you might have, and subscribe if you don't have, because why not, right? So see you soon. Bye bye.